Good morning. This is our project for professional practice assignment 1 legislative and regulative dimension of interior design MS1184 disabled. The group members are Anna, Alice and Aileen.
Who are disabled people? They are physically or mentally impaired, and the disability has a significant and long-term negative impact on their capacity to engage in typical daily life. The Malaysian standard sets the fundamental standards for structural components and systems connected facilities to allow individuals with impairment access. These rules apply to all structures that handicapped people may use. Parking. Available vehicle space should be 1 to 100 on a flat surface with signs and guiding blocks. Paths and ramps. Every pathway and ramp should be minimum 1,200 mm width at a gradient of 1 to 12. The entrance. One entrance usable by wheelchair users should be on a similar level to lifts and should have entrance sign and intercom. Doors and doorway. Every doorway should be minimum 900 mm, but for buildings such as hospital and sport complexes should be minimum 1000 mm. For the staircase, total riser should be maximum 2000 mm, the tread should be non-slippery surface, and the stairs and landing should be illuminated.
The size of the lift should be around 1800 x by 1800 mm with 800 mm door space. It must be installed with sensing devices and powered by electricity. The treads of escalators must have contrast in colors, brightness, and texture, and surfaces to be slip resistant. The guiding blocks should be detectable underfoot, provided to alert visual impairment people and to set adjacent to one another. The size should be 30 x by 30 cm. Handrails and grab rails should be available at most public places. Every circulation space width at every part of more than 1,200 mm. All toilet facilities should comply to a fixed height from floor level. The shower size to be 1,300 x by 900 mm with unobstructed area of 1,500 mm. The bath needs to have minimum 1,800 mm open space on one side and one end adjacent to the bath.
Shelving and wall units for the wheelchair users should comply all the regulations for the ease of the users. Walk surface. Seating width should have a minimum of 750 mm with 450 mm of free space inside. Finishes. Floor finishes should be no slip surface material. Controls. Locking and all the opening controls for windows and doors should be no more than 1,200 mm from floor level. Signage. Symbols should be in white with a backdrop of light French blue and it should create an accessible directory for the disabled. Signage should also have braille or embossed lettering. It should be at the required viewing distance and have the minimum height required for the letterings. Announcement signals and warnings. Emergency warning signals should be both audible and visible and should be clearly identified by illumination guide or guiding blocks. Hotel rooms. 1% of the rooms should be for wheelchair users, while 2.5% of the rooms should be for ambulant disabled. All the rooms are to be constructed in ground floor or near a fire exit. Fire safety rescue and evacuation. Area of rescue to be in every floor and be adjacent to every evacuation staircase. Should include space for wheelchair users and have good lighting with clear signage. The communication system to be at a height of 800 mm and 800 mm and 1100 mm from floor level.